From MTN Sports, welcome to the Brawl of the Wild replay.
Under the big sky of Montana, this isn't just a game. It's the showdown of the season between the Grizzlies and the Bobcats. A tradition that dates back more than a century and continues today. For the Cats, each win this season makes history. One more against their rival, and it's perfection. The Grizz have different ideas, hungry to smash records, crush dreams, and claim the ultimate bragging rights. This isn't just football. It's a war of wills and a battle for glory. It's time for the Treasure State to take sides. The 123rd Brawl of the Wild starts now on Scripps Sports Saturday Showdown.
In the ever-changing landscape of college football, many rivalries have lost their luster. But here in the beauty of the Treasure State, it just makes this rivalry even more special. They've been battling since 1897, and since then, fans from Bozeman and Missoula have looked for bragging rights for the next 364 days, as today, number 9 Montana invades the Gallatin Valley, taking on number 2 Montana State, who looks for an outright Big Sky title. And in this 123rd edition of the Brawl of the Wild, it's a showdown of two of the Big Sky's best leading their programs. Brent Vegan and Bobby Howe definitely know the intensity of this rivalry. As we welcome you high above Bobcat Stadium, everyone, alongside the former Montana State and Montana defensive coordinator Ty Gregorak, as well as the former quarterback and Hall of Famer Marty Morningwig, I'm Ben Creighton. Grace Lawrence and Kyle Hansen will also join us down from the field coming up shortly. Ty, I'll begin with you. You've coached in so many of these games, so you definitely know how crucial it is for the home team to come out and land the first punch against the visitors, because the story has been the last 4 meetings, it's been the home team who has won in blowout fashion.
No question, Ben, and both coaches, Coach Vegan and Coach Houck, both said it this week in terms of seizing that early momentum for the Cats, getting that home crowd juiced, and the buzz has been going now for multiple days, getting them involved early, and then for Coach Houck and his Grizzlies, silencing that crowd in early. As you can see, 30 points over the last 4 games, crazy decisive victories for the winning teams.
And Marty, it's been a revolving topic of conversation dating back to fall camp, the 2 QB system for the Grizz, but it was Logan Fife in that second half who gave the Grizz a spark in that win over Portland State.
Logan Fife has an edge to him after last week's ball game, where he entered the ball game and led the Grizzlies to 4 consecutive touchdown drives. The key here will be if Logan, right there, if he can keep his edge throughout the entire game and play at that high championship level.
And Ty, we know how special this game is to kids throughout the Treasure State. You got so many in the blue and gold as well as the maroon and silver playing today.
You grew up in the state of Montana, you do not have pro sports, you do not have FBS programs. 96 Montanans representing both schools from 30 different communities. It's awesome, it's what you live for, man.
And one of those kids from right here in the state of Montana, Tommy Malak, continues to put the Bobcats on his back, making big play after big play this season.
The soon-to-be Walter Payton Award finalist has had an unbelievable senior campaign, man. His quarterbacking skills have only improved. When he gets on the perimeter, there's not too many defenders in this league that can stop him. He's only got 1 interception on the year, only a handful his entire career. The kid is flat special. He will be remembered for a long, long time.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
You got to absolutely love it. The best rivalry game, arguably in the college football landscape, is underway here at Bobcat Stadium, as Montana State will start from the 25-yard line as they'll get the ball after Montana deferred. And again, can scoot 9.5 yards per carry. As right on cue, on the read, he bounces to the outside and gets about a yard short of the first down marker. A strong run to start. 8-yard rush right there by Tommy Malott. Ty McCullum motions. Now to Julius Davis, right up the gut. And Julius Davis now back to 100%. Had a big second half left. Yeah, Brent Vegan telling us that he's starting to feel like an athlete again. There's no question about that. New set of downs for the Bobcat offense. And they give it right back to Julius Davis as he gets into plus territory.
Too many yards.
Has been nothing short of dominant all season.
Well, Brent Vegan has stressed to us for several years now. It all starts with those big boys up front. Now to Adam Jones. And he'll get enough to move the sticks for Montana State.
In Bozeman today.
Right up the gut, Julius Davis. Almost got tripped up. And past the original line of scrimmage to bring up third down. Season 3rd and 7. Malott on the slant finds Ty McCullough. And this is going to be close. Handoff going to Adam Jones. Trying to break away from a couple Grizz defenders.
Well, in that initial contact, we've already called his name Big 99, Pat Hayden.
The give again to Jones. Weaving his way through, and another first down for Adam Jones.
Too many gaping holes.
Averages over 7 yards per carry, which is 4th in the FCS, just adding to how dominant that run game is for Montana State. On the play fake, Malott able to buy time, trying to turn the corner and pushed out of bounds. No doubt long and athletic for that Grizz defense. 3rd down and 4 for Montana State. Malott keeps it himself, and he trots into the end zone. Tommy Malott gets things going for the Bobcats.
Untouched on 3rd and 6 from the 6. What a great job by the Bobcats offensive line.
It's trickery, Coach, and you obviously you're a great offensive mind. You know, they've got an unbalanced formation forward to the field. It almost looked like a quarterback draw, like give just a quick illusion that we're going to throw a quick red zone.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
In the return game, Montana State will likely try to drill this out of the end zone.
Well, this is the guy to try to do that with Brendan Hall, as again he'll deliver another touchback.
Get the job done. Now Oswald's in the backfield to start the game here.
The play fake as Fife just barely gets rid of it, as Miles Jackson just came barreling down on him.
The nickel out of Portland, Oregon. That was a great call by Bobby Daly. Understanding affects the quarterback. Nice play by him.
Blitzed right into Montana's movement play. Great job by the Bobcat defense to start the ball game.
Osmo still in there for Montana as they dump it out to him. Osmo plows forward for a couple of yards. Now bring up a 3rd down for the Grizz offense.
Yeah, Evan Schaefer.
Again, in these games, 3rd down so crucial. And a nice find over the middle. Junior Bergen hauling it in, and he gets the Grizz. Eli Gilman now comes into the backfield. 1st and 10, the pitch out to Gilman. Gilman looking for a window and nowhere to go.
Well, it's a nice job. He doesn't necessarily make the play, but it's a great job by the senior middle linebacker, McCade O'Reilly.
His first drive on 3rd down. Empty backfield for 5 wide. Quick pass again over the middle. On the first play of this drive, and swallowed up in the backfield. That Montana D-line swarming over Julius Davis.
Now that was Pat Hayden.
Empty set for Malott on 3rd and 12. Got to go to the air here. Good protection. In and out of the hands, incomplete. Now bring up 4th down, intended for Ty McCullough.
Let's see if Fife can get hot right here with good field position.
And starts good right there. On the slant goes to Keelan White as we go down to Kyle Hansen.
Yeah, guys, obviously one of the coolest storylines of this game is the Montana natives who get a chance to suit up or be a part of these programs for this rivalry game. So as far as numbers go, 96 Treasure State products between these two teams, 49 at Montana, 47 at Montana State. And of course, Bozeman, Missoula, Billings, the most represented places, Missoula Sentinel, Bozeman High, the schools with the most players. But how about those small schools? Red Lodge, Savage, Brockton, Millstone. Shout out to all of our small town folks tuning in and watching out and watching their guys on the field. Guys?
Yeah, no question, Kyle. Even those small towns got to represent in this big game. On the handoff, Nick Osmo, he finds space, mazes his way through, and ripped down short of the 30, brought down by Rylan Ord.
Safety, though, is making that tackle. That's not a good thing.
Back to Osmo again, right up the gut. There's a flag thrown in the backfield.
Flag comes out immediately. It's in the area typically of an offensive hold, which will put...
Personal foul.
Oh.
Block below the waist. 88 offense. 15 on penalty. 3 feet, first down.
Okay, Ty, that block used to be legal.
Right.
Now it's illegal. He went down and cut the man onto inside of him, and you can't do that anymore.
Interesting call for a tight end. I would love to. I don't know if we're going to get a replay or not. I mean, obviously you've got to be engaged high, and then an offensive player's got to go low. And he's kind of looking at it like, what the heck did I do? Little palms up, like, really? And that's the end of the quarter, guys.
Yep, that will end quarter number 1. Eric Barker not happy about that call. But a 7-0 lead for number 2 Montana State over number 9 Montana. We're just getting rolling here in Bozeman. Quarter number 2 coming up when we come back.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
Initially, I was kind of questioning the call, Coach, myself, but then you watch it, slow-mo.
Nice
Pitch
play.
to Xavier Harris, and he has daylight down the fringe, and Harris pushed out of bounds.
Little misdirection, taking advantage.
You are asked to block, and when you're asked to do it, you better do it in a good job, and they got a nice run gain out of it.
21 yards for Harris. Now to Gilman. Trying to bounce to the outside, hurls a defender. So now a 3rd down and 9, a crucial 5-yard penalty for Montana. Pressure coming, Fife just gets rid of it, incomplete as he overshoots Aaron Fonts.
Zero pressure, Coach. They're bringing the house. You're going to see both safety. They're bringing the safety.
47-yarder for Ty Morrison.
Got it.
Right through
Nailed
the
it.
uprights. Now 5 of 7 from inside the 40. As he... On the sweep, Adam Jones looking for a hole. And he'll get another 1st down for Montana State. Adam Jones getting the carries here.
Nicked up early in the year, playing fantastic now.
Humphrey leaves the backfield. Tipped up in the air, incomplete, almost picked off by Riley Wilson, and he is just absolutely shaken up because he had open daylight if he caught that. Malott to the air, good protection. He wants it all, and hold in, touchdown, Montana State. Rohan Jones, big playability, and continues that as he hauls it in.
Oh, Canada, Ben, the young man that hails from Montreal via the University of Maine Black Bears. My goodness, has he been an addition for this Bobcat offense. Perfectly thrown ball by Tommy Malott.
Wow, a throw by Malott here. Hitch, a little hitch, and he puts it just beautifully over the top of Jones. Watch it again. 1, 2, 3, hitch. Drives the ball. You want to get the ball up and down over to his right side. That's why he wanted to drive the ball.
On the first play, nice slant pattern right there to Keelan White. And good to see him back after missing the game against Portland State last week.
Young man out of the Woodlands, Texas.
Fife with good protection just swings it out. Eli Gilman looking to make something happen on 3rd down and pushed out of bounds. 4 or 5 today for the Bobcat offense on 3rd and 4. Malott to the air and incomplete.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
Brody and Bryce Grebe are from Melstone outside of Billings, and they love to represent small-town Montana on Saturdays. Every summer, they invite whoever from the team wants to come to their ranch back in Melstone for a couple days to brand the animals, and it's really become a team tradition. Brody says not even a month after the trip, his teammates will be asking him when they can come back out to do it again next summer. Seems like there's no faux Cowboys on this Montana State team, Ben.
No question about that. You talk about tough Cowboys, as Ty likes to say, the Melstone Cowboy.
Twice in a row by the Grizzlies offense.
Back to Osmo again. Finds a hole and picks up a 1st down.
The Grizz, Ty, might have found something with this unbalanced look because they went back-to-back. First time they ran at weak side. That's what Osmo does. Osmo looks to hit some people sometimes. There's Grebe right there, Ty. That would be a huge loss for the Bobcats.
Play clock down to 3. Fife. Pressure coming from behind and goes down. Kenneth Iden, as well as Zach Cruz. On the read, Malott trying to turn the corner. And Malott out of bounds. Well, you saw the numbers, 42 yards through the air for Tommy Malott, and obviously the majority of them came on that 35-yard TD pass to Rohan Jones. So the run game has been the story today. On the sweep, Ty McCullough dancing to the outside, and Ty McCullough, he'll pick up a first down for the Bobcats. They'll actually rule him a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Yeah, this coaching staff calls McCullough a Ferrari. He's got that speed. Almost tripped, but Adam Jones trying to get every yard he can. Powerful. He will move the sticks. Again, you see the result of it. Play fake, Malott with an eternity. Goes down the sideline, and Taco Dowler all draped up, making the grab again. Montana State, you saw they're really sharing the wealth on the ground. Malott now with his arm, incomplete. Underthrown for Ty McCullough, 4th down.
Well, this is a heck of a play by the nickel Jackson Lee, just making Tommy move and get rid of it. He's got McCullough wide open in the flat. Nice job by Jackson Lee.
From the 27, good for Miles Sandstead. 17-3 as we now go down to Kyle Hansen.
Yeah, guys, as you see, Missoula Sentinel High School pretty much dotted all over this field for both programs in this one. As we mentioned, them and Bozeman High both have 14 representatives combined on these programs. And you look at Adam Jones having a great year with the Bobcats as a freshman, Zach Cruz with a sack, Ryland Ord as a captain. Then you flip it over to the Grizzlies side, and you have TJ Roush out there. Jackson Lee just made a big play. He graduated from Sentinel. Gino Leonard has seen a lot of action there on defense. And so the Spartans from 2020 to 2022 won 25 straight games, including 2 Class AA state championships. And we're starting.
Coach, it was a good call by you in terms of when Bobby Houck used that timeout. They hold him to 3 points, and they still have 1:32 to go.
Hauled in, out of bounds. Game. And here at home, they're dominant. Able to get rid of it just in time. Nick Osmo charging upfield, and a first down for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's 4.1 per game in the first half. They just dominated.
Fife with a ton of time. Wide open near midfield.
Yeah, that's a young linebacker mistake right there. That offensive player was going to be able to get it. Good throw, good catch, just out of bounds.
Montana's second in the Big Sky on 4th downs, and complete in front of Nick Osmo.
Huge 4th down.
In the rivalry game against Sac State, and then obviously you saw Idaho still high in the rankings. And
Malott trying to buy time, and he'll scoot.
What great escapability the great Tommy Malott displays each and every.
Clean pocket over the middle, Rohan Jones.
And a quick timeout by Coach Vegan.
Yeah, you better kick this.
It would be a season long for Miles Sandstead. It's got the leg, and it's good. 49 yards for Miles Sandstead.
What a kick to end half. The Bobcats take momentum into halftime. However, remember, the Grizzlies get the football first coming out of half.
They are known, Marty. We've seen it throughout this year. The Grizz are mostly a second half team.
They start slow for some reason. They did not want to do that this game. That's why you could tell they were trying to be aggressive early in the ballgame. It just didn't happen for them. So down by more than 2 scores, you would expect the Grizzlies to be ultra aggressive to start the second half.
Let's go down to Grace Lawrence again.
All right, Coach, you were able to build a pretty sizable lead going into the half. How do you hope to carry that momentum into the second?
Well, it starts with the defense going out there and doing what they're doing. We're making it hard on them. Offensively, we're not probably running to the clip that we want to, but I like the fact that we got those last couple kicks and got a 2-score lead now.
Adam Jones' name's getting called on quite a bit. What are you liking from him so far this first half?
Well, Adam's a competitor. He's a really skilled back, and I know we're down a couple guys, but next man up mentality. Adam's the right one for it.
Thank you, Coach. Ben.
A 20-3 lead for number 2 Montana State over number 9 Montana here in the 123rd edition of the Brawl of the Wild. The Bobcats looking to bring that trophy back to Bozeman. Halftime coming up from the Gallatin Valley.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
30 minutes to decide which team will be hoisting that 306-pound hunk of brass. Montana State looking to bring it back to Bozeman. The Grizz looking to keep it in Missoula. As the third quarter is underway, the Grizz will get the ball to start quarter number 3, and another touchback delivered by Brendan Hall. And moments ago, Kyle Hansen caught up with Montana head coach Bobby Hauck.
All right, Coach, we'll kind of give us your thoughts. Offense, defense, special teams, what's worked, what hasn't in that first half?
Yeah, the kicking game's been a little bit of a wash. Defensively, they've chucked it down the field a few times. They've made 2 catches. It's not a high percentage play for them, and we got to live with that. And other than that, we've been pretty good. We're tackling well, and the first drive was a little disappointing. We didn't get off the field, but so be it. I think we're playing pretty well on defense. Offensively, we need to convert some third downs. I like our stuff. We just got to move the chains on third down. So we'll see how it goes. I like our stuff against them. We just need to execute a little bit better and move the chains.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you, time. Back to you guys.
Back to their unbalanced attack.
Eli Gilman past the 35.
Yeah, and I know they've only been limited to X amount of offensive plays. That being said, they've got some of the top skill players.
But again, speaks to the dominance of the #1 defense in the Big Sky in Montana State. Pressure from behind, and Fife barely gets rid of it as Andrew Powdrell just came charging from behind.
Talked enough about him and the kind of person and coach I think he is. But Coach Daly's bringing his secondary players a lot today off the edge and up the middle.
That was just an old school classic slow hands.
Hunter Parsons with the deflection. Third down where they've struggled today. Fife leaving the pocket. He's got open green. Fife into plus territory and tumbles forward. And we talk so much about Fife's arm, but he can get it double.
Bergen just threw that one away.
Yep.
Trips on the far side for the Grizz. Second down. To the ground game, Nick Osmo plunges forward.
Yeah, nice job by Osmo. It looks
and
like
now he's down.
Yes, he is. He took a pretty good low shot there by Rylan Ort.
Great job by Ort. Fill in the gap. Very close to the line of scrimmage to keep that to a 4-yard gain.
With Eli Gilman, but now a third down and 6 for the Montana offense. Fife to Gilman, but absolutely swarmed. Nowhere to go as Neil Daly blankets him to force fourth down.
Yeah, kind of a conservative call in my mind, Coach. I'd love to know your opinion. I mean, it's third.
Montana State, of course, so dangerous when they get out on the edge and the perimeter. Back to Adam Jones again, continuing to get the rock. And yeah, you mentioned that Grizz defense again. They have been improving. 14 points per game over the last 5, but when you go up against the top offense in the nation, that's a big challenge. Time running out. Ripped down. Paul Brott, who's been huge in the last couple of games, bringing the wood.
The massive human being out of Billings West, Montana. My goodness, the younger brother of multiple Brotts. Big time play by him, Coach.
Inside move. It was a TE and the penetrator got there.
Or just rush 3 or 4. They only rush 4, like you said. TE gains.
Swinging it out, Junior Bergen looking to make something happen, and this Grizz offense just can't get anything going.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
Heck of a ball game.
Play action, Malott with a ton of time. Looking for options. Once again, will use his feet. And we'll just go down at the 45.
I believe it's going to the freshman out of Missoula, Montana, or Tommy himself.
Well, they've run this formation back in the first half. It's Malott straight up the gut. He didn't get it.
That's a nice stop. That's a really, really nice stop by the front and the linebacker core.
Malott on the keeper. He won't get it. Ripped out of bounds. Ryder Meyer was the first man there. To some points here. 1st and 10. The end around. Aaron Fonts turns the corner and runs out of bounds.
Great read and react by the Montana defense, especially Meyer.
Now to Eli Gilman, bouncing to the outside, shakes loose a defender, but brought down behind the line. Just couldn't get to that perimeter.
Quite enough yet today.
2 of 9 on third down today. Fife throws on the run, and that one hauled in.
Like that.
Nope, incomplete. For a second, it looked like a catch. For Sawyer Roccanelli. Deep in their own territory as Ty McCollum motions, second down. Adam Jones with the rock, finds a hole, and there goes Adam Jones! In a foot race, pushed out of bounds. You know, he's from the land of the maroon and silver, but he's tearing it up for the blue and gold.
Unbelievable, relentless hustle play by Jackson Lee, not allowing this to be a touchdown. But I was just talking about Adam and the stable of backs that just don't look like themselves. Next thing you know, all you need is one crease for the Jerry Rice Award candidate, and my goodness, here it is right there.
Jones almost to the out, and like you said, if it wasn't for great hustle out of Lee and Gradney.
The give, plunges up the middle, into the blue turf. Adam Jones punches it in.
Same formation, Ben's exact same play. 12 personnel, 2 tight ends in the game, balanced double hip. Just running inside that mid zone here, and you can see the good tight shot. Look at his eyes, just following those that Don Joy Mafia, man. They pride themselves on that name and what they can do running the football.
Down to Kyle Hansen, who has more on Adam Jones.
Yeah, guys, it's fun covering Adam Jones in his high school career. And kind of a little known fact about him was he was actually a 4-sport athlete. He had a Pac-12 offer to play baseball. And then he was also an under-the-radar hockey player. So he's fast on the rink, he's fast on the grass, as you saw right there. And a big moment from him. And to your point, I hope you guys are staying warm in the box up there, because it's getting a little windy down here.
I was going to say, you're seeing debris flying all over the stadium here in the third quarter. Up the gut, Eli Gilman spins. We now go to Grace Lawrence.
Yeah, you guys, well, this wind is absolutely insane, but it reminds me of week 0. I was in New Mexico with Montana State. Those winds got up to 70, 80 miles per hour. The benches flipped over. So they're going to have to tap back into that week 0 mindset, Ben.
Yeah, it's a little easier when it's 88 degrees in Albuquerque, though.
Exactly. You beat me to it.
I was going to say, this is a little different for our sideline extraordinaires down there.
It's a little easier for the Bobcats being up 27-3 as well.
Good call, Coacher.
Fife, right up the gut and slides for a first down.
Well, they got 1 quarter to do it, Coach, because we're moving into the 4th.
27-3 for number 2 Montana State. Looking to complete an undefeated regular season at 12-0. 4th quarter coming up from Bobcat Stadium. Julius Davis loving it.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
Got to give the high school kids some love here in the Treasure State Capitol, beating Glacier 34-21 for the state title. And perhaps you're looking at the future of this rivalry game between Montana State and Montana, and the weather just getting absolutely wild as we start the 4th quarter. On the ground on 1st and 10. A 2-yard gain there. And again, good luck to anybody.
Any kind of championship's not easy. Nice job by Capital.
Play action, what a strike to the 30. Hauled in by Keelan White.
Nice throws, an RPO. 12, 14 miles an hour, you tend to start thinking about it like that.
Floats it, Aaron Fonts makes the catch on the near side.
Yeah, Fife put handles on that one. You know, all walk. Daly has to be happy, doesn't he?
That's the second screen, Coach, to your point a little bit back there, that's been batted down on a screen play.
2 of 10 on 3rd downs today. To the ground game. Inside the 20, 4th down.
Referees, one of the officials' hat blew 15 yards. Going to be a big chore for the Grizzlies against this. Here comes double gut again.
Fife. He's got a man. Aaron Fonts breaks away, going for the pylon, reaching for it, and they're going to rule him just short.
What a throw by Fife.
Saw the numbers on the AVA red zone as Gilman leaps in. And Montana finally finds the end zone for the first time today.
Hey, you never know. Ben and Ty, they get this 2-point conversion. You got a 2-score type of game with 11 minutes left in the 4th quarter. That was a speed break. So they went in the huddle, they rushed up to the line of scrimmage, snapped the football, and ran wide zone, and Gilman just stayed right on line.
See the numbers, 3 of 4 on 2-point attempts this season. Pressure comes, Fife throws, and a one-handed grab in the end zone. A flag flies, but what a catch there by Sawyer Racanelli.
Racanelli.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
Some of his buddies are no longer available.
Averaging 8 yards per carry as he gets the rock for a gain of 8.
Reitermeyer in on that play again, but it's from the safety position.
Montana State rushing attack on first downs. That's also what they do well. They get it to 1 or 2 yards before the first down marker. But explosive plays work too as Adam Jones with another big chunk run. McCall motions. Kuhn spins to the 25.
Those last 2 runs by Kuhn have been impressive, Ty.
Kuhn mazes his way through.
Get the Grizz down to the 1 on that catch and run.
Malott looking for a window. Inside the 5.
He's just got the feel of the game. He's got the instincts.
No question on the Mount Rushmore at Montana State. Adam Jones being a bully again in that running game with the dagger in the end zone.
Adam Jones, big ball game in the Brawl of the Wild.
And how special is it when you're from the backyard? You're from
That's right.
Missoula Sentinel. You're coached and developed by a Montana Grizzly and Coach Dane Oliver, let alone all the other coaches in that building that have Grizzly ties.
Get this thing back to a 2-score game.
A lot of work to do. Fife escapes. He'll take off.
You know, I've been impressed, Ty, with the coverage and his would-be receivers. They've done an excellent job with coverage today.
Fife batted in the air, but in and out of the hands of Eli Gilman.
New defensive coordinator already on the staff, Bobby Daly. Tyler Walker already on the staff. Now the offensive coordinator, but they brought back Jody Owens, one of the great linebackers here, Coach, who kind of was coaching at other places and learning and growing, and he's done a great job with that safety core. And then obviously Coach Shepard, who's been on Coach Vegan's staff the entire time. They've done a great job in the back end.
There's some more pressure. The best defensive coverage.
Tape is you can see the third downs, 2 of 12 for the Montana Grizzlies. Just, that's not going to win you too many games. And to your point a while ago, Coach, just not enough chunk plays, enough plays, to move the ball down the field.
Difficult to win games.
Third down and 5. Back to Adam Jones.
Look at
Getting
that.
help from that O-line. Picks up a first down.
Welcome back into Bobcat Stadium. Bobcats up 34-11 as this fourth quarter winds down. A really great moment. They put in center Justice Perkins, the Bozeman native, on his senior day to take this snap, Ben.
Just a tremendous campaign here in Bozeman for this Bobcat bunch.
Yeah, the Grizz elected not to use their timeouts, and then Coach Vegan said, okay, we'll just go into victory and end the game. Both head coaches wanted to end the game right there. I would have always used my timeouts.
They just dropped the trophy.
They dropped it.
They dropped the trophy in the end zone, but I don't think Montana State's going to care. They're going to bring that 306-pound trophy right back to Bozeman as Montana State will win the outright conference title with a 34-11 win over Montana, and they bring that trophy right back to the Gallatin Valley.
Well, you can see the big offensive lineman. It's kind of become a tradition on both sides of the divide.
From MTN Sports, you're watching Brawl of the Wild replay.
Down to Grace Lawrence, who's with Adam Jones.
Adam, you just dominated the Grizz in the 123rd Brawl of the Wild. How did these Bobcats get it done?
Man, it was just a combination of a bunch of dudes just doing their job. We're a process-driven team. We don't get too ahead of ourselves. And we were just focused on going 1-0, as you've heard a lot this season.
Julius and Scotchay weren't available. You stepped up. How were you able to do what you did today?
Man, it's just the love I have for those guys. Seeing Julius go down like that really hit me in the heart. He looked me in the eyes. He told me to go get mine. Julius, I love you. Man, I'm just doing it for my teammates and for Bobcat Nation.
A historical season so far, 12-0 for the first time ever. You're the outright Big Sky champion, seemingly locking up that top 2 seed for the playoffs. What's going through your head right now?
Just love Bobcats, love the Bobcats, coaches, teammates. I'm just so excited to be a part of this team and to keep it rolling.
You talk about how much these seniors matter to you, how these Montana seniors, that's who you looked up to in high school. To do it for them today, what does that mean?
It means everything. You know, seeing guys like Rylan and Zach, people who I looked up to as an athlete coming from Missoula, and then making my way over here to Bozeman. Nothing means more to me than seeing those dudes succeed. Seeing Rylan get the player of the game, that made my heart, I don't know, I got a little emotional. Just seeing all the Missoula guys do so well. I'm just excited to keep it going.
Congratulations, Adam. Ben.
Yeah, what a game for Adam Jones, just tearing up the turf, as he's done all season, has helped the Bobcats reclaim that trophy, win the Brawl of the Wild. The last couple of years, again, it's been the home team that has won this game in blowout fashion, and that's a great shot right there. Justice Perkins, you know how emotional he is, how much he loves playing for the Bobcats, just to be able to get into this game late in the fourth quarter. And the celebration will be going on all night here in Bozeman.
Yeah, that's pretty special, guys. I'm not going to lie. I was a part of the last undefeated regular season in the Big Sky, 2009, across the divide in Missoula with Coach Hauk and staff. We were 14-0 going into Chattanooga, and it's just, you got something special. They know they've got something special. Adam Jones talked about the 1-0 mentality that's almost, getting tiresome talking about, but they live it. They believe it. They've done such a good job of keeping themselves in check every week, and the more pressure builds, and Coach Vegan just hasn't allowed that, to get crazy, and they're trying to get better every day. They've done that. They've overcome some injuries, and that's a heck of a feeling, man. Having been a part of a bunch of those and getting to see the boys carry that around. Flip side of the Grizz, it sucks. To use the word as kindly and gently as I can, it sucks. It's a terrible feeling. This is a great rivalry. Like you said, Ben, like Coach, we talked about it. On the West, in college football in general, rivalries are dying out with conference shifts and alignments and teams going here and there. This is truly, if not the greatest, one of the greatest rivalries in all of college football at any level.
And as a player and a fan, if you're a Bobcat, you're going to discuss this game for decades. If you're a Grizzly, you're not going to talk very much about this game. You're going to talk about the ones that you won. You got to live with the win. You got to live with the loss, with this rivalry. It is at such a high level, discussed all over Montana for many years. Congratulations to the Bobcats, Big Sky champions. Good luck in the playoffs, and then good luck to the Grizz in the playoffs. I suspect they'll be in that middle 8, don't you, Ty?
Yeah, I do. Listen, they had some good wins early on against some ranked opponents, and Montana, the name Montana carries a lot of weight. Montana's going to make their 28th playoff appearance, guys. That's a record. There's no one that's even close. Montana has done. They are one of the best teams in a 24 team playoff field, so I'm excited to see how it all shakes out. Obviously, this team will be the first or second seed, depending on how the committee ranks them, but to be undefeated, to be perfect. Well, hey, listen, both teams are still playing football. That's pretty awesome. Yep. It's going to be, the end of November for one and into December for the other. That's what you work for. That's why coaches and players go all around the state over years trying to get those indoor facilities built so they can play football into the winter. Look at it out there, guys. You want to go have a good practice, and like I mentioned on the broadcast, to go through a good, healthy spring and get good work while you're still getting snow and inclement weather. The indoor facilities at both places are going to be huge, and that's why you build those, so that you can go hopefully make a playoff run, which no question is the expectations up in the Treasure State for both programs.
And I think the Bobcats have a pretty good idea of how they're going to accomplish that with that great running game and Tommy Malotte's proficiency passing the football with a defense who gives up very few points. What an opportunity for the Bobcats this year.
No doubt.
Yep, that running attack always lethal. And guys, we've been a part of these broadcasts now for 3 years. It was another great season of calling the Big Sky right here on Scripps Sports. And just a tremendous job once again to everybody in front of the camera, behind the camera. It has been another fun season, as that will do it here from Bobcat Stadium. Once again, the final score, Montana State 34, Montana 11, as the Bobcats are the outright Big Sky champions. Don't forget, a lot more coming up here from Bobcat Stadium. The postgame show coming up. But for now, for Ty Gregorak, Marty Morningwig, Kyle Hansen, Grace Lawrence, and the rest of our always terrific Scripps Sports crew, I'm Ben Creighton saying so long from Bobcat Stadium, where the Great Divide Trophy comes back to Bozeman.